I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. According to Wikipedia, the USS Raleigh was one of the 13 ships that the Continental Congress authorized for the Continental Navy in 1775. Following her capture in 1778, she served in the Royal Navy as HMS Raleigh. The ship is featured on the flag and seal of New Hampshire. Raleigh, a 32-gun frigate, was authorized by the Continental Congress on the 13th of December, 1775. Built by Monsieurs James Hackett, Hill, and Paul, under supervision of Thomas Thompson, the keel was laid on March 21, 1776, at the shipyard of John Langdon, on what is now Badger's Island in Kittery, Maine. She was launched on May 21, 1776. With a full-length figure of Sir Walter Raleigh as the figurehead, Raleigh put to sea under Captain Thomas Thompson, who also supervised her construction, on August 12, 1777. Shortly thereafter, she joined Alfred and sailed for France. 3 days out, they captured a schooner carrying counterfeit Massachusetts money. Burning the schooner and her cargo, except for samples, the frigates continued their transatlantic passage. On September 2nd, they captured the British brig Nancy, and from her they obtained the signals of the convoy, which the brig had been escorting from the rear. Giving chase, the Americans closed with the convoy on September 4th, 1777. Raleigh, making use of the captured signals, intercepted the convoy and engaged HMS Druid. In the ensuing battle, she damaged Druid, but the approach of the other British escorts, HMS Camel and Weasel, forced her to retire. On the 28th of September, she and USS Alfred captured brig Sally. On December 29, 1777, Raleigh and Alfred, having taken on military stores, set sail from Lorient, France, following a course that took them along the coast of Africa. After capturing British vessel Granville off the bar of the Senegal River, Raleigh crossed the Atlantic Ocean to the West Indies. On March 9, 1778, in the Lesser Antilles, Alfred, some distance from Raleigh, was captured by the British ships HMS Ariadne and Ceres. Raleigh, unable to reach Alfred at the time to assist her, continued north and returned to New England early in April 1778. Accused of cowardice and dereliction of duty for not aiding Alfred, Captain Thompson was suspended soon after reaching port. On May 30, 1778, the Marine Committee appointed John Berry to replace him as captain. Berry arrived in Boston to assume command on June 24th, only to find his ship without crew or stores, and the Navy Board not wholly in support of the manner of his appointment. His reputation and character, however, neutralized the ill will of the Marine Committee, drew enlistments, and helped to obtain the stores. On September 25th, Raleigh sailed for Portsmouth, New Hampshire, with a brig and a sloop under convoy. 6 hours later, 2 strange sails were sighted. After identification of the ships as British, the merchant vessels were ordered back to port. Raleigh drew off the enemy. Through that day and the next, enemy ships HMS Unicorn and Experiment pursued Raleigh. In late afternoon on the 27th, the leading British ship closed with her. A 7-hour running battle followed, much of the time in close action. About midnight, the enemy hauled off, and Barry prepared to conceal his ship among the islands of Penobscot Bay. The British, however, again pressed the battle. As Raleigh opened fire, Barry ordered a course toward the land. Raleigh soon grounded on the Wooden Ball Island, part of Matinicus. The British hauled off, but continued the fight for a while, then anchored. Barry ordered the crew ashore to continue the fight and to burn Raleigh. A large party, including Barry, made it to shore. One boat was ordered back to Raleigh to take off the remainder of the crew and destroy her. However, the British again fired on the ship, striking the Continental colors. The battle was over. All 3 ships had been damaged, Unicorn particularly so. Of the Americans ashore, a few were captured on the island, but the remainder, including Barry, made it back to Boston, Massachusetts, arriving on October 7th. The British refloated Raleigh at high tide on the 28th, and after repairs commissioned her into the Royal Navy as HMS Raleigh. They admired her design and applied it to their new ships. She continued to fight during the War for Independence as a British vessel, and took part in the capture of Charleston, South Carolina. In May 1780, she was decommissioned at Portsmouth, England, on June 10, 1781, and was sold in July 1783.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.